Oh, stream should be coming up soon. And we're gonna get it going. Hype, hype, hype.
Shut up.
Hey, hey, get ready for the game.
EA Sports.
It's in the game.
You said I was watching the game.
You better.
I don't think anyone can repeat that iconic.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Dude, name the game.
EA Sports. Okay.
Alright.
I remember getting on Madden 09 on my Xbox 360.
Okay, boys, let's get the
Near that.
game set up. Current rosters. Alright, Mets are home. Yankees are a
White
road
Dog is
team.
live.
Hey, don't bully him, okay?
Nope, we're gonna be playing at SHEA.
Che.
Yeah.
Che Chadium. I have other things to deal with, so I can't watch.
No worries, no worries. Gerrit Cole and Jacob deGROM.
We didn't want you to watch anyways. Did we, Brian?
Ooh, we got Chris Anderson on the game. We got we got Josh Nagel and we got Nair Gomez here as we go to Shea Stadium in New York City, where the New York Yankees and Gerrit Cole take on Jacob deGROM and the New York Mets. Let's get it. It's 22:58. So let's take a look at these two teams before we get this going. As let's get your starting lineups for both these teams. For the New York Yankees, leading off is the second baseman DJ LeMahieu. Batting second and playing right field will be the right fielder Aaron Judge. Batting third is going to be the shortstop Gleyber Torres. Cleaning up for the New York Yankees is Giancarlo Stanton. Batting fifth is catcher Gary Sanchez. In center field and batting sixth is Brett Gardner, the center fielder. Batting seventh will be the first baseman Luke Voigt. Batting eighth is the third baseman Gio Urshela. And batting ninth will be the pitcher Gerrit Cole. And for the New York Metropolitans, playing center field and leading off will be Brendan Nimmo. Batting second will be the third baseman Jeff McNeil. Batting third will be first baseman and home run fiend Pete Alonso. Cleaning up will be Robbie Cano. He's going to be playing second base. Batting fifth will be the left fielder J.D. Just Dingers Davis. Batting sixth will be Mikey Conforto. He'll be playing right field for the Mets. At the backstop will be Wilson Ramos. And batting eighth will be Ahmed Rosario. And the lineup will be rounded out by the pitcher, Jacob deGROM. As it is almost 11 o'clock and we are ready to go in New York City, folks. So let's get it. Let's get it, folks. A few seconds left and then we can get underway. We have about 4 viewers, including myself, so now we have 5 viewers. Let's go. It's very exciting times in New York, and we are underway as Jacob deGROM will be pitching to DJ LeMahieu to start the game, a 2-1 count. And he swings and misses on a strike, and it's a 2-2 count now to DJ LeMahieu. Here's the pitch from Jacob deGROM. It's a ball high, and the count is full to DJ LeMahieu. LeMahieu came to New York from the Colorado Rockies last year. He had a great season, and he got him looking. Yeah, I know, but that he was with Colorado the year prior.
No, you have to be like Matt Vasgersian via free agency.
Via free agency. Aaron Judge swings on a strike, and it's a 1-2 count. That looked like the slider from Jacob deGROM, and it's a 1-2 count now. And that's hit on the ground to the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario, and thrown on to first. It's 2 easy outs now for Jacob deGROM here in the top of the first. As here comes the former top prospect in baseball, Gleyber Torres.
Trade alert.
1-1 count to Gleyber. Here from Jacob deGROM, and that's hard hit.
The Astros make a
carrying the
small
trailer.
Easy
Chat.
business for the right fielder, and Conforto handles it for the third out.
I'm carrying the trade alert, chat.
Okay. I'm trying to do this.
I've made
Okay.
4 out of the 5 trades today.
And here comes the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo. He's leading off today for the New York Mets.
Damn tie beat you there.
Did you? Yeah, you did. You did.
Yeah, it's strike two swung on.
First
And
name. Give me a first name right now.
Brandon. 1-2 count to
last
Nimmo.
name.
Oh, hard hit! Nimmo! No doubter! 1-0 Mets! Let's fucking go!
Okay, give me your last name.
Brandon Nimmo!
Let me think.
Brandon Nimmo!
Antetokounmpo.
Brandon Nimmo! Let's go. It's 1-0
No, I'm from
Mets.
the Netherlands. I'm from the Netherlands.
Oh,
Give me your
and
last name.
McNeil takes strike two. It's a 1-2 count from
Ginkle.
Gerrit Cole here. Let me know if you guys want me to mute Brian and Ty.
No.
2-2 count
No.
to McNeil.
I'll answer this for them. If you say you want us to be
Hard
muted,
hit
you'll get
to the center fielder, right center field, and easily handled by Mr. Yardy for the second or for the first out of the inning. And here comes Peter Alonso. He had 53 home runs last season, and he's looking to chase Gerrit Cole out of this ball game quite early, folks. As that swung and hit on the ground. 6-3 ground out. Or 5-3 rather. 5-3 ground out. We're working on it. We're working on it, folks. We're working on it. We're working on it. Here's Robbie Cano. A guy who did steroids and hasn't been that good since. 1-2 count to Robbie. Hard hit. That's on the ground. 4-3. And the inning is over. So the Mets get a run off of the home run. And that's it, folks. Brandon Nimmo makes it 1-0.
Did first baseman throw righty or lefty normally?
Lefty. Here's Giancarlo Stanton in a 1-1 count. Stanton really in on the plate right now. You wonder if Jacob deGrom's going to come inside and challenge our buddy here. 1-2 count now from Jacob deGrom as that's fouled away. And we'll do it all over again. Here's the pitch home from the Cy Young, reigning Cy Young of the National League, Jacob deGrom. It's a 2-2 count now. Stanton, injury-ridden, but you know, hoping to make amends here. As in this 1-0 Mets game, the Yankees are gonna need at least a run to stay in this thing.
He was acquired from the Miami Marlins in exchange for Jorge Desmond and Starlin Castro.
And here comes Gary Sanchez. It's a 1-1 count to Gary Sanchez. Jacob deGrom fiending currently on the hill. It's been 4 up, 4 down. As 1-2 count now to Sanchez. Let's see what's going here for Mr. deGrom as it's a ball inside. It'll be a 2-2 count now to Mr. Gary. Let's see how the 2-2 is. It's a swung on and missed fastball. 2 away in the top of the second. Oh, I'm not playing favorites at all, folks. 1-2 count to Mr. Yardy from Jacob deGrom. Oh, hard hit. Chasing back the right fielder. The right fielder goes back more. Right fielder keeps going back and it's gone. Gardy went Yardy. 1-1 game in New York. What a time. And here comes Luke Voigt, and we have a suddenly tied ball game, folks. 1-1 in Queens. Wow, what a game. 2-2 count now to Mr. Voigt from Jacob deGrom. Early home runs, you know. You don't expect these guys to be giving up the long ball, especially, you know, in such a big game. But early bombs and swung on and missed. So deGrom gets out of the inning, and 1 run, 1 hit. That's all to say for both of these teams. No errors involved. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Here comes J.D. Davis. This guy,
he was acquired via trade from the Astros.
Thanks, Ty.
Peter.
He's a bit of a Reiki
He
boy.
wasn't on the cheating team. He was a prospect at that time.
Here's a 1-2 count to Mr. Davis. That's high. 2-2 count now. We're in the bottom of the second already. This game's flying by with these quick counts, folks. And he got him looking! Inside corner! One away, and here's Mikey Conforto. Gerrit Cole, acquired from the from free agency last year. He pitched in the World Series with the losing team Houston Astros. Gerrit Cole's looking to get a lot of money, and he will be. He will get a big portion of money in for the New York Yankees. I can tell you that. As here's a 1-2, and it's inside. It's a 2-2 count now from Gerrit Cole to and let's see how we can do it. 2-2 count now. And swung on. Hard hit. Back at the wall. It's gone. It's a home run. What a swing by Mikey Conforto. 2-1 Mets. Wow. And here comes Wilson Ramos. 2-1 count. Gerrit Cole giving up the long ball early. As a 2-1 count, he swung on and missed on a pitch outside of the zone, that's for sure. 2-2 count now from Gerrit Cole. Pitch, and fouled away, 2-2 count. Let's see. And takes it looking for the second out of the inning. Here comes Ahmed Rosario.
And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Trying to make something happen with two guys.
Nagel's got the comments, and he swings and misses. It's a 1-2 count now. Rosario, more commonly known as the terrorist by Mets fans, as that swung on hard hit, chasing back the right fielder, but looks pretty easy for Big Aaron Judge, and the inning is over. 2 innings gone, Mets lead 2-1 in Shea Stadium. So here comes Gio Urshela. You know, a lot of teams talk about these two teams and say, you know, how the Yankees sort of dominate New York City, but in recent history, the New York Mets have had a bit more success than the New York Yankees. They've more recently won a pennant than the Yankees, and, you know, in terms of playoff appearances, these two teams, you know, as of late, you know, kind of even. So, as that's on the ground, and we have one out here in the top of the third. Here comes Gerrit Cole. He's a pitcher. He rarely bats, but he'll be batting here in this game, as we are in a National League stadium, folks. You may not realize we're in a National League stadium. It's crazy. 1-2 count now to Gerrit Cole. Ooh, and swung on and missed. 2-way. Here comes DJ LeMahieu. He's the leadoff hitter for these Yankees, as they're going to need some run production here to sort of even out the game. Big Jacob deGROM not down for that. He's having too much fun with Phonics today. 2-1 count. It swung on and missed. It's 2-2 now. Let's see what LeMahieu can do here. Got him looking on a curveball. What a pitch by deGROM. We'll go to the bottom of the third. deGROM, Nimmo, McNeil coming up for you. Jacob deGROM batted, had an OPS of 246 last year, or an OBP of 246 last year, rather. Not too bad for a pitcher, I would say. 1-2 count now. And swung on and fouled away. No outs here in the bottom of the third. Game that's been pretty smooth sailing. A few home runs, no actual hits, except for the home runs. And that's been pretty much the entire story of this game. The long ball, is that one's fouled away and down the left field line. The Yankees looking to get some good production out of their big payday boy Gerrit Cole, as he takes care of that on the mound and throws it on to first base for a 1-3, score it out. As in steps Brandon Nimmo. He had a home run in the first inning, and he's looking to replicate that that majestic beauty from the first inning here in the third. As he takes strike 2, it's a 1-2 count. And here's the 1-2 now. And, ooh, takes it just up and in. 2-2 count now. And swung on and missed for the second out of the inning. As here comes Mr. Tony Gwynn himself, Jeff McNeil. He's playing third base today for the Mets. It's a full count now, 3-2. Let's see what Cole can do here. Ooh, we got him looking. So a clean inning for Gerrit Cole, his first of the game, as it is 2-1 Mets at the end of 3 innings. Hey Brian, hey Nagel, hey everybody watching. As here comes Aaron Judge in a 1-1 count from Jacob deGROM. We're in the top of the 4th already. This game is really flying by. We're only 11 minutes in as he takes strike 2 there. 1-2 count now from Jacob deGROM. Looking for a very clean game to get this series started. And swung on and missed. Gets another strikeout. Jacob deGROM really working it with 7 strikeouts through 3 1/3 inning. That's some good work. He's only given up 1 run, guys. As here's the pitch, and that's fouled back. It's a 1-2 count. 1 out here in the top of the 4th as Gleyber Torres looking to do something. And swung on and missed. It's another strikeout for Jacob deGROM. People betted against this guy, and he's looking to prove them wrong. What a time for him, as here's Mr. John Carlos Stanton. As that's fouled away down the right field line. It'll be a 1-2 count now. Jacob deGROM, 2-time NL Cy Young, if I'm not mistaken. As swung on and missed. Another strikeout. He strikes out the sides in order, and he has 5 strikeouts in a row. Jacob deGROM fiending on the New York Yankees lineup, as here comes Big Pete Alonso. Over 50 home runs last season, home run derby champ. This guy is adding so many things to a very short career, very new career, long list of accomplishment, folks. As here comes Robinson Cano with a man on first, 2-1 count, and here comes the runner, and he is nailed! He nailed him! Big Pete Alonso is out! And there's 1 out in the 4th. Wow. Pete Alonso rarely runs. And when he does run, I guess as we've seen, gets out. And that's the first out of the inning as a 3-2 count to Robbie Cano as he fouls it away. Gerrit Cole didn't get to pitch in that Game 7. He's always thinking about it. He tells me as he walks another one. That looked real close, folks. And you wonder what the umpire's thinking out there, because that looked pretty good to me. 3-2 count now to Mr. Davis, as that's on the ground, and that'll get through for a hit. So the Mets bats are really working here today, and Gerrit Cole's going to need to get it together before his manager takes him out. And here comes Michael Conforto with 2 men on, 1 out, and a 1-2 count. That's taken on the outside. It's a 2-2 count now with 2 men on and 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. 2-1 Mets ball game, folks. As let's see what he can do. That's ball low and in. It's a full count to Mr. Conforto. 1 away, 2 men on. Let's see if he can drive in some runs here, folks. That is on the ground. Not routine. I don't think he can get 2, but he can get 1, and he will get the 1. So the runners move up to 2nd and 3rd, but they'll get another out. That'll be 2 out here in the bottom of the 4th, as here comes Wilson Ramos, the catcher for the New York Mets. It's a 1-1 count to Wilson Ramos, as, Ramos been around the past few years. He had a big year with Washington, nice year with Tampa, and Ramos is, looking to find a permanent home, and that's gonna get through for a run, and they're gonna hold the runner at 3rd as Ramos come through with a clutch RBI single here in the bottom of the 4th to extend the lead to 3-1 Mets. Luis Cessa is warming up in the pen for the New York baseball Yankees in the 3-1 ball game. Runners at the corners. Here comes Mr. Terrorist Ahmed Rosario in the bottom of the 4th with runners at the corners. 2 away. Here's a 2-1 pitch from Gerrit Cole as that's hard hit. Routine right field. Aaron Judge there to handle it. We'll go to the 5th. It's a 3-1 ball game. The Mets lead. Sanchez, Gardner, and Luke Voigt coming up to bat. And here is Gary Sanchez. It's a very good Diamond Dynasty card if you guys are into that. 1-2 count from Jacob deGROM. 2-2 count now as that's a ball that misses on the outside. Gary Sanchez, a big slugger, not known for his catching skills, but known for the bat, as that'll be pretty routine to left field, and that is handled there by just Davis for the first out of the inning. Here comes Brett Gardner. His head, I would say, very bald, but 1-1 count. Let's see how it goes here from deGROM, as it's a strike swung on way high there, as Mr. Baldy is in a 1-2 count from Jacob deGROM. He's got better hair. deGROM has better hair, I'll say that. Hard hit down the right field line. That's fouled. 1-2 counts, folks. 1 out in the top of the 5th. The Mets lead 3-1 over the Yankees. deGROM, very smooth, silky, and solid as he strikes out another. Jacob deGROM. They don't call him the GOAT for nothing. 2 away in the top of the 5th. And that's swung on and missed. A 1-2 count from deGROM. Man, he's working these batters today. Is this going to be a dominant outing from him? That's on the ground, and handled by Rosario. And what a play! As that hops in the ground, but it's tagged by Pete Alonso for the out. deGROM, smooth, 5 innings, 1 earned run. As we'll go to the bottom of the half, and he'll bat for himself. Here comes Jacob deGROM. He's 0 for 1 on the day. You know, not the most rakingest pitcher ever, but I would certainly say not the worst batter of the world. As Gerrit Cole remains in, and he's given up 3 runs through 4. Not the cleanest ERA imaginable, but, you know, Jacob deGROM here will work in a count. 3-1 to deGROM. Let's see what he's doing here on this 3-1. And swings and fouls it away. It's a full count now to Jacob deGROM here in the bottom of the 5th. And he takes a ball outside. Wow. That looked real close to me. Tyler Lyons and Trad Green are warming up in the Yankees' pen. As here comes Brandon Nimmo with a runner on first, no away. And a 2-1 count to Nimmo. He takes a ball high. You know, things, pardon me, starting to look not very good for Gerrit Cole. You wonder if he can get this thing back on the road and get it together before this game is getting out of hand. You know, runner on second, a runner on first, he would love to get a ground ball, get a double play, get 2 outs, and probably end his work after 5 innings, you know? As that's on the ground. Ground ball, aforementioned. He'll go to second. He'll go to first, but he'll be safe. So they're going to score that 3-6-4 for 1 out. As here's McNeil as he takes a ball outside, or ball up and in rather. It's a 2-2 count now to McNeil. 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th, as that's hard hit foul. Gerrit Cole would love another ground ball, love another chance to get out of this inning, maybe call it a day. Let's see, 2-2 count now, swung on and missed. Gerrit Cole gets a big strikeout, and now here comes the slugging Pete Alonso. 1-1 count to Pete Alonso with a runner on first and 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th, and a 3-1 Mets ball game. That is swung on, hard hit, but handleable by Brett Gardner, and it is handled by Brett Gardner. We'll go to the 6th inning in Shea Stadium, a game that is just flying by. I can't whistle, guys, but we're working on it. Here comes Gio Urshela, a guy who's really brought the bat and brought the lumber as of late. You know, last season it was a big year for him, and he raked. deGROM's in his 6th inning of work. That's a ball up and in. 2-1 count now from Jacob deGROM to Gio Urshela. Top of the 6th, 3-1 Mets ball game. That's taken up and in. It's a 3-1 count. Tying run on deck. So you wonder, you know, deGROM dominating, but needs to keep it cool right here. As he pitches a strike there, it's a 3-2 count now. We're full to Gio Urshela. Jacob deGROM, the pitch home. And that is hard hit. And the left fielder, J.D. Davis, doesn't handle it. Doesn't handle it. That's going to get down for 2 bases. As I don't know what he saw or what he didn't see, but that just didn't go out well. As here comes Miggy Andujar, who will be the pinch hitter, spelling the end of the day for Gerrit Cole. Andujar, you know, not a lot of at-bats last year, but didn't bat very well. Here's a 1-2 count from Jacob deGROM as he's trying to get out of a jam here. Pitches to Andujar, and that is on the ground. Runner won't advance, handled by the 3rd baseman, and thrown on to first for the out. We have 1 out here in the 6th inning.
bring up
dude,
DJ
yeah, dude.
LeMahieu.
And here comes LeMahieu as we're back to the top of the order for the New York Yankees. I'm sure they're relieved as that's a ball inside. It's a 2-1 count now to DJ LeMahieu. Runner on second, 1 out, top of the 6th, 3-1 Mets ball game. Here's the pitch from Jacob deGROM, and that's swung on and missed. It's a 2-2 count now to LeMahieu. LeMahieu's going to need to do something this game. He hasn't done much yet. 3-1 count. The Mets only have, or the Yankees only have 1 run rather, as that one is fouled down third base or the first base line rather. And here's the pitch from Jacob deGROM, and that's outside. It's a 3-2 count. Aaron Judge waits on deck. Let's see what DJ LeMahieu can do here for his boys. Home run would tie it, folks, and that is hard hit in the air. J.D. Davis in left field. Everything's a movie with him. Can he handle the ball? He handles the ball. Runner won't advance, and a wild throw in, but it won't really matter, as the runner does not advance. And here comes Aaron Judge, looking to hopefully make this an even ball game, or at least get that runner in from second for his ball club. 1-1 count to Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge has been totally riddled with injuries as of late, but, you know, trying to stay healthy. He's healthy right now, perfect peak condition, and he's looking to make a difference here. It's a 1-2 count with 2 outs and a runner on second. Let's see what Jacob deGROM can do. This might be his last inning of works, folks. That is a low and in pitch. It's fouled away. Let's see what deGROM's got going here. Pitch fouled away. It was a bit low and outside, but he swung on it, and it's a 3-1 Mets ball game. And takes ball 2 inside. It's a 2-2 count to Aaron Judge from Jacob deGROM. Let's see what D-Goat has in the storage, as that's hard hit. J.D. Davis is going to get down. They're going to send the runner. Davis will not gun it home. The runner's going to advance to second, and he's safe. So they're going to have a runner on second, a 3-2 Mets ball game here. And in comes Gleyber. It's a 3-2 count to Gleyber Torres, and he swings and misses. Jacob deGROM gets out of the jam, but he does give up a run. It's 3-2 Mets in the as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Cano, Davis, Conforto coming up to bat for your New York Mets, folks. As Tyler Lyons is going to come on in relief. He pitches a slider, a 4-seamer, a sinker, a changeup, and a 2-seaming fastball. That 2-seam's got a lot of run to it, folks. And let's see how Tyler Lyons can do against these New York Mets.
Can we get John Harris on commentary?
That would be beautiful. That's low and away. It's a 2-1 count now to Robinson Cano. He takes strike 2 now. 2-2 count to Robbie Cano. Tyler Lyons, the lefty. Here's the pitch, and he got him looking. 1 away here. Here comes J.D. Davis for the New York Metropolitans. Davis batted .307 last year. And it's a 1-1 count now, as that's hard hit, but easily handleable. Can he get there? Stanton gets there for the out. And we're 2 away already in the bottom of the 6th.
Wasn't Lions with the Pirates last year?
I don't think so. I'm not sure. Michael Conforto's up to bat. He had a home run earlier in this game, and it's a 2-1 count to Mikey Conforto. Swung on and missed. That was a big swing. He was swinging for the downs, folks.
Yeah, he was.
And
Lions made his way to New York via free agency. After he was released by the Pirates.
It's a 3-2 count now to Mikey Conforto, as that's hard hit on the ground. 3-2 count, and he got him. Inning over. We'll head to the 7th inning in a 3-2 Mets ball game. Stanton, Gary Sanchez, and Brett Gardy are looking to come up and make a difference in this ball game and hopefully even things out here for the Yankees. Dellin Betances in the pen. He may face his former team for the first time ever. Seth Lugo also warming up. 2-2 count now. Pitch home, as that's hard hit by Stanton, but easily handleable by the center fielder, and he does handle it for the first out of the top of the 7th. Here comes Gary Sanchez. 1-1 count to Gary Sanchez. Jacob deGROM in his 7th inning of work. We thought he would come out, but he didn't get those handshakes and he didn't get those hugs and kisses, folks. So he's back in the ball game here. 1 away in the top of the 7th. It's a 1-2 count to Gary Sanchez. 1 away. Let's see the pitch. 1-2 as that swung on it on the ground to second baseman. Second baseman handles it. Throws on to first. Easy. 4-3. You got to score it if you're scoring it. And here comes Mr. Baldy, Brett Gardner. He had a solo home run in the second inning. Can he do it again? It's a 3-1 count. Good situation for the Yardy boy. And 2 away here in the top of the 7th. Big inning for Gardy. Can he do it? As he takes strike 2. Full count now to Yardy. Mr. Baldy, Yardy, Gardy, Yardy. 3-2 count as he swings and misses. And we're going to stretch here in New York City. It's a 3-2 Mets ball game. Wilson Ramos, Ahmed Rosario, and the pitcher spot coming up to bat as here comes Chad Green in to pitch for the New York baseball Yankees. Here comes Wilson Ramos. The guy, we've already talked extensively about this man's career. He's a baller. He's a player. He's any other useless synonym I could use for a generalization of a term that doesn't mean shit. And it's a 1-2 count to Wilson Ramos. As Chad Green, you know, believe it or not, he's not green. You know, skin color, white. That's what I would say about Chad Green. Skin color, white. Ahmed Rosario, I would not say the same thing about his skin color. It's a 1-2 count to Ahmed Rosario. Ahmed Rosario, also known as the terrorist. I think I've told you this a few times before, but he has committed no acts of terrorism. Hopefully he drops a bomb on New York City right here for the home team Mets. He would love to do so. It's a 2-2 count with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th and a 3-2 Mets game as it's a full count now. Chad Green looking to, you know, wiggle to the top of the 8th. And let's see what Chad Green can do for his boys here. As that's hard hit fouled away. Still a 3-2 count to Mr. Ahmed Rosario. Ahmed Rosario wearing the New Balance cleats. He's a big fan of those New Balance. You know, balance is key, and that is hard hit to the right fielder. Handled by Big Aaron Judge for the 2nd out of the inning. And in steps coming off the bench, and that'll spell the end of the day. An excellent day it was for Mr. Jacob deGROM. In steps Eduardo Nunez, looking to make a difference for his ball club, looking to extend his lead as we head into the very, very later innings. Eduardo Nunez has been a pretty clutch boy in situations where it matters. That is hard hit to the left fielder and handled by Giancarlo Stanton. We'll go to the 8th inning. Voit, Urshela, Green, pitcher spot. Coming up to bat for the Yankees. Mets are in control, but not by much. 3-2. And in comes Dellin Betances to face his former club, folks. This is so exciting. Betances, you know, this has to be emotional.
Made his way via free agency.
It has to be emotional for Dellin Betances to, you know, play his former team, the team he, you know, hoped he would win a World Series on, but did not. You know, that was a super pen in the day, and, you know, things, you know, eventually kind of fell apart. It's a 3-2 count now. Dellin Betances looking to, you know, solidly dominate his former club. 3-2 count now, as that swung on and fouled away. Betances, you know, he was part of the Andrew Miller, Aroldis Chapman, Dellin Betances super pen back in 2015-2016. That was a very fun team to watch. And, you know, not all good things can last forever, and Betances knows that, and he's trying to really establish himself as a National League pitcher, folks. As here comes Gio Urshela with 1 away in the top of the 8th. Yankees are down a run. It's a 1-1 count to Gio Urshela, and he's going to swing on, and that's easily handleable by the pitcher Dellin Betances, and it will be handled for the 2nd out of the inning, pardon me. Here comes Tyler Wade. He had an on-base percentage of .330 last season. Tyler Wade and a 1-1 count from Dellin Betances. Wade, you know, I don't know what his sexual preference is, but I can't imagine it's straight. I just can't ponder it. As JD Davis handles Davis handles that for the 3rd out of the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Nimmo and McNeil. Peter Alonso coming up to bat for the Mets. As here comes Tommy Kahnle in to pitch for the New York Yankees. Tommy Kahnle pitches a changeup, a four-seaming fastball, and a slider. Here comes Brandon Nimmo. He homered in the 1st inning. And, you know, looking to really extend this lead. It's a close game, and anybody's game, really. It's a 3-1 count now to Nimmo. Jeff McNeil lurking on deck. It's a 3-1 count now. That's hard hit on the ground, and just foul. First baseman really handled that. Did a little skip to his Lou, skip to Malou. 3-2 count now. It's full as that's taken outside. Ball 4. The Mets attendance 37,298 as Jeff McNeil's at bat with a man on first. 1-1 count. Jeff McNeil looking at Tony Gwinnett. That's on the ground. Get one. They'll get one. Are they going to get two? Jeff McNeil. G-I-D-P. G-I-D-P. It's 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Pete Alonso. He had 53 home runs for the New York Mets last year. I think I've said that about 5 times. Maybe 4, maybe 5 times. You know, I've said it a few times, and he's going to swing and miss on that. It's at 1-2 count now to Peter Alonso. They call him Polar Bear. I don't know if that's a racial comment. I don't know if that's, you know, emotionally charged. I don't know if that's religiously charged. I don't know what kind of pejorative term that is, but they call him Polar Bear, folks. At least here in old New York. You know, also known as New Amsterdam at one time. It's a 2-2 count to Pete Alonso.
Where is McNeil playing?
Third base, as that swung on and missed. We'll go to the 9th inning. The Yankees are going to need a run if they want to stay alive, but they got the guys to do it. They got LeMahieu, Judge, and Gleyber Torres coming up to bat in the top of the 9th. As here comes Edwin. Edwin Diaz, also known as Mr. Disastrophe, will be pitching and trying to get the save here in the top of the 9th. Can he do it? Edwin Diaz, you know what? I'm not a big stats guy. I have no idea how many blown saves he had last year. I'll just say he had a fuck ton of blown saves, folks, and it's a 1-2 count to DJ LeMahieu. Let's hope he doesn't blow this one, because I know a lot of people picked the New York Mets and Jacob deGROM to win the game, as that's hard hit, it's a blooper, and that's going to get down for a base hit, as Robbie Cano could not make the diving play, and tying run on first, go-ahead run at the plate. Let's hope this doesn't spiral if you guys are big Mets fans out there. That's a hard hit and fouled away by big Aaron Judge. 1-2 count, a man on first in the top of the 9th. Here's Edwin Diaz with the pitch. 1-2 as it swung on and missed. He'll get the first out of the inning as here comes Gleyber Torres. Gleyber Torres. It's a 1-1 count to Gleyber Torres with man on first and top of the 9th. Mets are up 3-2 as it's a 2-1 count now. You know, Edwin Diaz looking to really turn his career around, as his first year in NYC did not go according to plan for any of the people involved except maybe the Seattle Mariners, who yielded Gerrit Cole out of that trade. That's crazy, as that's fouled away. It's a 2-2 count now to Gleyber Torres. 1 away here in the top of the 9th. The Mets are looking to take game 1 here at Shea Stadium. That's taken. It's a full count now to Gleyber Torres with Giancarlo Stanton waiting on deck. 3-2 count. Let's see if he can influence a strikeout or a double play. It's fouled away down the first base line. Gleyber Torres, former top prospect in baseball, traded to New York in a deal for Aroldis Chapman on a rental. Doesn't that really freak you out? As that swung on and missed. Edwin Diaz gets the second out of the inning. Giancarlo Stanton, 0 for 3 on the day. He's going to need to do something. Get on base some way, somehow, somewhen. As it's a 2-1 count to Stanton. And they're down to their last out, folks. As that's strike 2 taken. 2-2 now. They are down to their last strike of the night. Let's see what Giancarlo Stanton can do with a man on first. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. As that's pitched on the ground. Edwin Diaz can't handle it. And Stanton is safe. So the winning, or the go-ahead run is on first, rather, and here comes Gary Sanchez. As, let's see if Edwin Diaz cannot totally fuck this up again. It's a 2-1 count from Edwin Diaz home. Gary Sanchez, 2-1 count, as that's outside. He needs to do something here. He is losing it here with 2 outs. Let's see if he can finish out this game. Gary Sanchez in a 3-1 count. Pitch from Edwin Diaz home. It's fouled away. We're full. Runners on first and second, 2 away. Top of the 9th. The Yankees need at least a run, but the go-ahead run is at first base. Edwin Diaz has thrown 23 pitches already. Hasn't given up a run yet, but he hopes he doesn't either, as he takes strike 3 on the outside. Edwin Diaz saves the game, and the New York Mets take game 1. 3-2 over the New York Yankees. Jacob deGROM, very good ball game. Edwin Diaz wiggles out of a little bitty jam and gets the save for Mr. Jacob deGROM, his ace, his hero, New York City, repping the Queens. Okay. So Jacob deGROM, Mr. Haircut, as they call him, Mr. Haircut, not the World Series champ we know and love because he hasn't won a World Series, gets the win. 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 3 hits, 12 strikeouts. As very good outing, you know. As Gerrit Cole's tagged with the loss, he gave up 3 earned runs in 5 innings pitched. Edwin Diaz gets a save. Didn't give up a run, struck out the side, and home runs for the Mets. Conforto and Nimmo went yard. Wilson Ramos had an RBI standalone. Gardy went yardy for a home run, and Aaron Judge had an RBI double earlier in the game. The final from New York, 3-2 Mets. As that'll do it. They had less hits than the Yankees actually, but played a cleaner game. As it's been a good one, guys, and I'm signing off.
Bring me my